Greetings to all. This is Mrs. Sunita TC, Selection Grade Lecturer, Department of Electronics and Communication, Government Polytechnic, Srirangapatna. Welcome to a session on ARM controller, RISC design philosophy. In the previous session on Introduction to ARM, we had discussed the history of ARM, how ARM company was formed by the three companies, Apple Computers, Acorn Computers and VLSI Technology. We had also discussed how ARM company expanded its product portfolio by diversifying into fields like hardware tools, DSP, cell libraries, memory compilers, graphics accelerators and more, and formed a worldwide network. We also discussed the different versions of processor cores that are available, and we discussed some of the most popular architectures from ARM, that is ARM 7, ARM 9, ARM 11 and Cortex cores. And we had concluded the session by discussing applications of these cores. In today's session, we will discuss the RISC design philosophy, ARM design philosophy, and ARM instruction set features. RISC design philosophy. The processor hardware architecture is of two types, CISC and RISC. CISC or complex instruction set computer has the following characteristics. The most important feature is complex instructions or multi-step operations. In this architecture, one instruction performs many low-level operations. For example, consider an arithmetic instruction performing operation on a memory-based operand. Here, an arithmetic operation and loading of the operand from memory to the processor are the two low-level operations performed in the single instruction. Similarly, all the instructions in the CISC instruction set will perform several low-level tasks. The second feature is CISC computers support various addressing modes. In any operation, the operands can be specified in different ways. The operands may be immediate operands, register, or memory-based operands. An addressing mode specifies how the operand is accessed within the instruction. In case of CISC processors, many different addressing modes are available. Third point, CISC minimizes the number of instructions per program. In complex instructions, a number of operations are embedded within a single instruction. This reduces the number of instructions per program and thus leads to reduction in the storage space required to store the program. But this is made possible by sacrificing the number of cycles per instruction. Fourth point, the instructions and decoding logic will be complex. As the instructions may be of several cycles, say 1 to up to 11 machine cycles, the decoding logic will become very complex and the instructions are also complex. To implement this, more hardware is taken up and this leaves less space for general purpose registers. So the next point is there will be few general purpose registers along with few special purpose registers in CISC. Instructions are directly built into hardware. The design of CISC processors is such that the instructions are designed in hardware. In contrast, in RISC or reduced instruction set computers, RISC has simple instructions and each instruction will execute in one clock cycle. And the simple instructions lend them itself to pipelining. And more general purpose registers are available in RISC. This slide shows the design emphasis in each architecture. In CISC, the processor or hardware is more complex, whereas in the case of RISC computers, the complexity lies in the compiler. That is, the software is more complex in RISC as this provides greater flexibility rather than the hardware. RISC design philosophy. The major design rules that are followed are instructions. While designing instruction set in RISC designs, the emphasis is to have reduced number of instructions. Here, the number of instruction classes will be very less and total instruction count will also be very less. Simple operations that can execute in single cycle will be included in the instruction set. Complex operations will be synthesized by combining these simple instructions. The next feature is to make the instructions to be of the same length or fixed length instructions. This aspect makes it suitable for pipelining. Pipelining is the concept where the execution of the instructions can be overlapped. The next feature is the instructions have fixed instruction format. So the fetching and decoding of this instruction becomes easier or simpler. Lastly, The complicated operations are synthesized by a programmer by combining several simple instructions, and this compensates for the lack of more number of instructions in the instruction set. Even though the code may appear a little bit longer, because of its simplicity, it will execute within a shorter period of time. Pipelining. Processing of instructions will be done in smaller units which can be executed in parallel by using pipeline. The instruction execution can be divided into simple tasks like fetch, decode, execute. When the first instruction starts executing, the first operation is fetch. When this instruction progresses to second stage, that is decode stage, the second instruction I2 fetch operation can begin. In the next cycle, instruction 1 will enter the execute stage. Instruction I2 will enter the decode stage and instruction I3 can be fetched. So this allows overlapping of the execution of instructions, and as pipeline advances by one step in each cycle, once the pipeline is filled up, at the end of each cycle, an output is obtained. This maximizes the throughput. The design of instructions is such that instructions can be decoded in one pipeline stage. If this cannot be completed, wait states will have to be added. But decode stage usually completes the operation in one cycle. And in RISC, there is no need of microcode for execution of instructions as in CISC processors. The next feature is the register set. In RISC machines, a large number of general purpose registers will be available. These registers can contain either data or an address, and they are fast local memory in which data is to be stored for the processing operation. Whereas in case of CISC processors, there are few registers which are used for specific purposes and very few general purpose registers. In RISC machines, the registers are orthogonal, meaning any register can be chosen to hold the data or address. Load store architecture. The processor operates on the data which is held in registers. In load and store instructions, the transfer of data between register bank and external memory takes place. The load instruction loads the data from external memory to processor registers, and when store instruction is executed, data will be transferred from the processor register to external memory. Having explicit load and store instructions to access memory saves time because the total number of memory accesses will be reduced. Whereas in case of CISC, the instruction has a built-in memory access and the number of memory access will be more. Comparison of RISC and CISC. So in case of CISC, emphasis is on hardware, whereas in RISC, emphasis is on software. CISC includes multi-clock complex instruction, whereas RISC has single clock reduced instructions only. In case of CISC, memory to memory operations are possible, whereas in RISC, operations are register to register. In CISC, load and store operations are incorporated in instructions only, whereas in RISC, load and store are independent instructions. CISC has a small code size because of the complex instructions, but it takes high clock cycles per second. In case of RISC, large code size because of simple instructions, and it uses low cycles per second. More transistors are used for storing complex instructions, whereas in RISC, more transistors are spent on memory, that is registers. ARM design philosophy. So, having studied the RISC design philosophy, now we come to the next topic, that is ARM design philosophy. ARM is a RISC type of processor, and a number of physical features have driven the processor design. So we will examine these features one by one and see how ARM has formulated a policy where these design features make it most suitable for embedded applications. The first physical feature decided was to have a small core, a small processor. ARM processor core has been specifically designed to be very small to reduce power consumption so that battery operation can be extended. This is very essential for applications, portable applications like personal digital assistants, mobile phones, etc. And this is also applicable for all the battery operated embedded systems. High code density. Embedded systems have limited memory. This is due to cost and physical size restrictions. Adding more memory on chip will increase the cost of the embedded device, and this also leads to an increase in its physical size. Therefore, the on-chip memory available will be of very limited size. To be able to fit the programs into this limited memory, high code density programs are very useful. This is especially important in portable devices like mobile phones and also in mass storage devices. Ability to use low cost memory device. Embedded systems are highly price sensitive. ARM has consciously taken a decision to have low cost memory included in the design so that substantial savings can be achieved. Reduced die area of the processor. For a single chip solution, having a small processor will leave more space for specialized peripherals. This, in turn, leads to a solution where the number of external ICs required will be highly reduced, which leads to reduction in the cost of design and manufacturing, as less number of discrete chips will be used in the final design. Another feature that has been incorporated by ARM is the hardware debug technology within the processor. Earlier designs did not have built-in hardware debug technology. So this made debugging tasks very difficult. But by having dedicated hardware for debugging, which allows the software engineers to view what is happening on the processor when the code is being executed, provides added benefits. This reduces the time to market and also the overall development costs. Thus, the ARM core is not a pure RISC architecture because of the constraints of embedded system. It has adopted the concept of smaller die area for the processor, high code density, low cost memory, on-chip hardware debug technology into its design philosophy. Thus, it has enhanced the RISC architecture. Here, the emphasis is on total effective system performance and low power consumption rather than very high speed. ARM design philosophy. ARM instruction set differs from pure RISC definition in several ways that makes it more suitable for embedded applications. Variable cycle execution for certain instruction. As per the RISC definition, all instructions must execute in a single cycle. ARM has consciously deviated from this, and not every ARM instruction is executed in a single cycle. For example, load store multiple instructions vary in the number of cycles depending on the number of registers being transferred. If there are more number of registers to be transferred, the number of cycles required will also increase. This also improves the code density because the multiple register transfers are common operations at the start and end of functions. So instead of having several load instructions or several store instructions, we can have LDM or STM at the start and end of functions. So the second feature is to incorporate an inline barrel shifter. According to RISC definition, the instructions must be simple. ARM has simple instructions, but it has a hardware component, a inline barrel shifter, which lies in the data path where one of the register inputs will be pre-processed by this barrel shifter before the data will be used in an instruction. This hardware expands the capability of many instructions. That is, it combines the shift and rotate operations of a data into the instruction itself. There is no need to have separate shift and rotate instructions. Multiple bit shift operation and rotate operation is performed in the instruction itself because of the barrel shifter. And this can be applied to several instructions, thus leading to improved core performance and code density. Code density is improved because we will require less number of instructions. So instead of having one shift instruction and one data processing instruction, it will be a single instruction where the pre-processed data is used in the data instruction. The third feature is having a thumb or 16-bit instruction set. ARM is a 32-bit processor and ARM instruction set has 32-bit instructions. ARM has enhanced the processor core by adding a second 16-bit instruction set called as thumb instruction set. This is a subset of the ARM instruction set, and because of the presence of two instruction sets, ARM and thumb, the core can execute either 16-bit instructions or 32-bit instructions. The 16-bit thumb instructions improve the code density by about 30% over the 32-bit fixed length instructions. The next feature is conditional execution of instructions. In ARM, an instruction is only executed when a specific condition has been satisfied. For example, consider add equal. That is, if the 0 flag is set, then add instruction will be executed. This feature improves the performance and code density by reducing branch instructions. Enhanced instructions. In enhanced digital signal processor, DSP instructions were added to the standard ARM instruction set to support the fast multiplier. ARM has a hardware multiplier which can perform 16-bit by 16-bit multiplication operations and saturation. With this hardware, it can complete the multiplication task at a very high speed, which lends itself to applications like image processing or applications where lot of computations are required to be completed in a very short time period. This has led to ARM processor replacing the traditional combination of two processors, a processor, main processor plus a DSP in some of the applications. These are the features which have made ARM processor one of the most commonly used 32-bit embedded processor core. And many of the top semiconductor companies around the world produce products which are based around the ARM processor core. With this, we come to the end of the session. Some of the descriptive questions that may be framed are: list advantages and drawbacks of RISC. List the features of ARM instructions which makes it suitable for embedded applications. List the special features of ARM embedded design. In analyze type of questions, justify how ARM is suited for DSP type applications. That is by having enhanced instructions like multiplication and saturation, and having a hardware multiplier has made ARM suitable for DSP type applications. Then we have justify how ARM is suitable for mobile applications. So smaller size, high code density, low power consumption, extended battery life, all lend ARM to become a very apt choice for mobile applications. The next question is justify the features that improve code density. So code density can be improved by having conditional execution for certain all instructions, by having the inline barrel shifter, and by having the thumb instruction set. Some of the MCQs. CISC stands for Complex Instruction Set Computer. RISC stands for Reduced Instruction Set Computer. Next question is, in RISC architecture, the choices are processor is complex, compiler is complex, both are simple, none of the above. In RISC, compiler is complex. Fourth question, RISC architecture supports load store architecture, a large register file, reduced number of instruction classes. The options are only A is true, only second choice is only B is true, third choice is A, B and C are true, fourth none of the above. The answer is the third option. All are supported in RISC architecture, that is load store, large file and reduced number of instruction classes. Next question. ARM design emphasizes A. High code density, B. Ability to use low cost memory, C. Enhanced RISC architecture. Only A, B is not true. Only C, A, B and C are true. ARM emphasizes high code density, true. It has the ability to use low cost memory, true. It is having enhanced RISC architecture, true. So the choice is A, B and C are true. Question number 6. ARM instruction set supports fixed length instructions only. All instructions execute in single cycle. Thumb instruction set. The choices given are only A is true. Fixed length instructions and thumb instruction set both are supported in ARM instruction set. So A is true, C is also true. Only C is true, not correct, because A is also applicable. Fixed instruction length is available. A is false, no, A is true. So fourth choice, B is false. All instructions execute in single cycle. B is false. So B is false is the correct answer. So with this, we come to the end of the session. These are the reference material that has been utilized in preparing this e-content. Thank you, one and all.